Hey, hi guys, good evening. Nilesh here. Welcome to day number 2 of Nutrition Awareness September. And thanks for joining for yesterday's video. And I believe that most of you people have seen yesterday's video, and I've also got comments that it was informative. So today we will be talking about one more nutrient, and I'm sure you are excited to hear about it. So welcome to Nutrition Awareness September, powered by Herbalife Nutrition. So in this video, we will be continuing with yesterday's topic, that was carbohydrate, and we will going a bit into a part of carbohydrate. So the nutrient, what am I going to talk about, is a part of carbohydrate, but I am doing it separately because it holds its own importance. So without wasting our time, let us dive down into the mind map, and I will help you understand the nutrient with the help of a mind map. So just give me a sec till the time I open the mind map. So thank you. Okay, so here comes the mind map, and let us go into day number 2. As usual, basically I love to do this kind of presentations with mind maps. It is a good way of jotting down your ideas, and then you can explain it with a more than effectively with as compared to a good PPT presentation. So fine, that was about something about mind maps. So day number 2. So let me open up the mind map for you. So today, yes, we are going to talk about fiber. Now, fiber is a nutrient which comes under carbohydrates. Okay, but fiber holds its own importance, and let us do it. Let us dive it into fiber. Let me adjust this thing. Fine. So in continuation to yesterday's topic, what we are going to discuss is whenever we talk about carbohydrates, carbohydrates includes fiber. So as I told you yesterday, there are two types of carbohydrates: simple carbohydrates and complex. So a simple is one which is highly processed, and a complex is one which is not so processed. It is available in the natural form, and mostly it is whole grains and all those stuff. Because just to give you example, as I gave you yesterday, it is of moong dal. So moong dal comes with that green color covering, and inside it there are two yellow color dals. So the things of it. So why fiber and why its importance? Because fiber is a bit neglected by most of us, and because of the food industry also. So because of high processing, what happens is that we tend to lose the fiber content. Okay, so yesterday we also spoke about glycemic index, and I hope that you might have done some research on glycemic index. Glycemic index is the number given to carbohydrates, depending on which it gets converted into sugar. So if a food item gets converted into sugar faster, the glycemic index will be on the higher side, and anything which takes time to get converted into sugar will be on the lower scale of glycemic index. So that was in continuation to today. So what is fiber? So as the photo here shows, just let me zoom it. Okay, what has happened? Okay, it has zoomed. Okay, it has zoomed over here. Okay, as the photo shows, fiber is nothing but the outer covering of a grain. Here, I think this is wheat. So wheat gets covered with a bran. So what is that bran? That bran is nothing but fiber. In Hindi, we call it as chilka. Okay, this chilka plays a very important role. Now, what happens is that nowadays, as I'm going to show you in the photo down, there are number of bran powders available. So what is here is that wheat bran. So this wheat bran powder is made up of that chilka. So why it is so important? Because it is fiber, and the food industry has understood the importance of fiber now, and lots of diseases can be eliminated by increasing your fiber intake. So before going into what are fibers and what types of fiber are there, let me give you a very good quote which I am a bit fond of. I am very fond of this quote, and this quote says is that if it came from a plant, eat it. Okay, and the quote also says that If it was made in a plant, don't eat. Okay, so as you can see, so anything which is available directly from a plant, we can eat it. But if that is processed in a factory, plant as in factory, don't eat it, because the more the processing, the more fiber is taken away. So just to take this wheat bran, so what we will do is that we will remove the bran and then the wheat seed will come. So that wheat is polished. Then by polishing, we are eliminating the fiber. Then we are grinding it and getting it converted into a flour. So more fiber is taken care of. Now that wheat flour is still fine processed, and then it gets converted into white flour or maida, what we call it as. So what is more nutritious, wheat or the white flour? So, but obviously wheat is more nutritious because it has more of fiber content. More the fiber, lower the glycemic index. Less the fiber, more the glycemic index. More the glycemic index, it will get converted into sugar very fast. It will spike up your insulin and you might get into a chance of getting into diabetes and all the stuff. But more the fiber, less the glycemic index. Less the glycemic index, the more time it will take to get converted into sugar and energy. And the more time it takes, there is no spike of your insulin, so your pancreas are normal. Your hunger patterns are normal, your concentration levels are normal, and number of other advantages of eating a low glycemic index. So never forget this quote. This quote is very profound, and I like this quote very much. Again, I'll repeat it for you. If it is made, if it came from a plant, eat it. If it was made, as in if it was processed in a plant, don't eat it. Okay. Now let us go into the types of fiber and how important are there and what role it plays and number of other stuff. By the way, today's topic will be very small. I will not go as in 50 minutes as we went into yesterday. So there are basically two types of fiber. Okay, I'll just hide this also so that we will not get disturbed. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm not able to do this. No worries. Fine. So there are two types of fibers. So what are these two types of fibers and what is the importance of it? We will try to help this. So the two types of fibers are called as soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. As the name suggests, soluble fiber is something once we eat, it gets digested, it gets dissolved, and it gets into your bloodstream and it goes to different parts of the cells and all those stuff. But there is something which is insoluble fiber also. So can you believe that something what you eat doesn't get dissolved in your blood and all those stuff? So yes, that is exactly what is called as insoluble fiber. Let us talk about soluble fiber first. Soluble fiber is found in oats, it is found in beans, it is found in some legumes, vegetables, as well as fruits. Now, what is the job or what is the biggest advantage of soluble fiber is that it lowers your cholesterol level. Because it is a fiber, fiber is something which is, you can call it as something which is sticky. So once it gets into your bloodstream, that sticky fiber will get attracted by cholesterol. Cholesterol is nothing but sticky fat in your blood. So all these sticky stuffs can get together and fiber can eliminate or help reduce your cholesterol levels from your blood level. So whenever you are taking tablets on your cholesterol, most of the time they are something which is fibrous tablet. So have a look at it, and eating soluble fiber is very helpful and it is very healthy also. On the other side, eating insoluble fiber is also much more helpful and healthy because it does not get dissolved in your blood or in your digestive system. So what does it do? So it forms a bulk. It is also called as roughage. You might have heard a word which is called as roughage. Now what this roughage will do is that it will form a bulk in your intestine. Because it is a bulk in your intestine, which gets mixed with water and all those stuff. So that bulk will act as a broom and it will clear or it will clean all your intestinal path. Because of which what will happen is that the biggest advantage of that is that you will have a very comfortable passing of motion. if you people have a problem which is called as constipation, the best and the easiest remedy on it is to eat lots of insoluble fiber. Just imagine a pipe which is choked. What we do is that normally we take a something a bamboo which is attached with something, and we try to poke it over there so that the chokage moves out. Similar thing happens once we eat insoluble fiber. So once I eat insoluble fiber, I chew it and it goes into my digestive tract, but it doesn't get dissolved. It forms a bulk or a roughage, or Marathi मध्ये आपण त्याला चोथा म्हणतो, चोथा. So what that chotha will do, if this is my small intestine, this chotha will be like this, and the digestive tract will push it, because it is pushing it from the circumference of the the small intestine and the large intestine. Things that all that is there in the intestine will get carried with that bulk, which means you have a very smooth passage of motion. You will not have a problem which is called as constipation. And if your motion is clear, if they are getting passed clear, which also means that we don't have any digestive related issues. If we don't have any digestive related issues, then our stomach is yummy. There are no problems which are going to happen. Most of these diseases in this world starts with our digestion. So if digestion is a problem, then constipation is a problem, then gases is a problem, then acidity is a problem, then butts is a problem, then kidney stone is a problem. So all these things will be taken care of only by eating fiber, and mainly that also which is insoluble fiber. Now you will say, where will you find this insoluble fiber? So is this insoluble fiber is found in lots of fruits as well as vegetables and pulses or sprouts, as we discussed yesterday. So which vegetables? So let me give you an example. Spinach is the best example of fiber. Okay, then cabbage, carrot, and all those stuff, which I think I am already mentioned. It might be in the another branch of it. So it is found in vegetables, it is found in fruits. Bran, as I have already shown you in the photograph before, that there are rice bran oil available, and there is wheat bran powder available. So this bran can go into your vegetables, it can go into your rice, it can go into the dough of your chapati, so that the fiber intake will increase. And once the fiber intake increases, you will be having a very comfortable digestive tract. Okay, so it acts as a broom and it cleans the intestinal part, which I have already mentioned. So these are the two types of fiber. Now it is found majorly in plant sources. Okay, you may not find fiber in animal sources, so it is majorly available through plant sources. So what are those plants like? So as mentioned, anything with skin or cover is a fiber. So what is with skin or cover? So most of the time what we do is that we don't eat fruit with the skin. Just to give you an example, maybe we have santra, we have mosamba, or even for that matter, apple. Some people remove the skin of the apple also. So no, we should not be doing it. If you remember, mostly in the Konkan belt, people prepare a vegetable of banana, and they use the skin of the banana also in that vegetable, because it is fiber. So ideally, we should be eating the banana with the skin, and also all the fruits with the skin. But at times we don't do that. But the ideal thing is that we should be eating the skin of the fruit, or anything with the cover. Even in examples of grains like moong dal or tur dal or something, we should not be taking that cover, because that is nothing but fiber. So anything with skin or cover is a fiber. So as mentioned here, spinach is a good source of fiber. Broccoli is a good source of fiber. Carrot is one of the best sources of fiber. Oats, sprouts with the covering of it, the skin of it. Then cabbage and cauliflower. All these vegetables are good sources of fiber. Now, an average Indian needs minimum 25 grams of fiber a day. Now, to eat 25 grams of fiber, you need to be eating 10 to 15 spinach गड्डी. म्हणजे आपण भाजीची गड्डी म्हणतो ना, तसे 10 ते 15 भाज्यांच्या गड्ड्या, 10 to 15 spinaches we need to be eating, or we should at least be eating 1 kg of carrot every single day, which is practically not possible. And that is why most of the people are having all digestion related issues, constipation, gases, and all number of other stuff. So once we up the fiber intake, these kinds of problems will be taken care of. So what am I going to show you here is the small list of ingredients, list of things which will have, I'll just zoom in as much as I can, so you'll be able to see this. So this is the list of sources of fiber. I got this on the net. Most of the sources are available in India also, but most of them are out of India. Fine, but fair enough. So what it says is that apple with skin is a good source of fiber. Then banana is a good source of fiber. Pear is a good source of fiber. Then we have raspberries and strawberries, also a good source of fiber. Then in vegetables, we have broccoli, we have sprouts, carrot, corn, even for that matter, potato also. Yes, good point. What we do is that we eat potato, but we take out the skin of it. We should not be doing that because it is a good source of fiber. So potato, spinach, as already mentioned, is a very, very good source of fiber. Then moving ahead, we have all kinds of beans are very good source of fibers, and then whole grains, as in oats, even brown rice for that matter, is a good source of fiber. So make sure that you eat at least 10 to not 10, 25 grams of fiber a day. If you think that it is difficult, and if you have any, how can I say, if any digestion related issues, then it is a good point to supplement your fiber intake. And that is where Herbalife comes into picture. So most of you people are, having some mixed feelings about Herbalife. But let me tell you that Herbalife is one of the best nutrition available on this planet Earth. And we are powered by a Herbalife nutrition because we understand the importance of each and every nutrient. So please let me know your comments, your thoughts in the comment section below, and let us have some dialogue. And also let me know that are you finding these videos interesting, informative, and what best I can do to give you more information, because we are going to do this for the entire month of September. So with this, we complete the carbohydrate part of it. And tomorrow we will be talking about one of the most important but misunderstood nutrient. Any guesses? Yes, are you able to guess it? Just type it in the comment box and let me see if you have guessed it right. Okay, chalo, then we will see you tomorrow. All the best. Stay home, stay safe, but make sure that you stay healthy, you stay fit. Thank you very much. This is Nilesh signing off and wishing you all the very best of the month of September, which is also called as Nutrition Awareness Month. Okay, bye bye. See you. Take care.